Hi, welcome back to Journey into Stories. Today I'm going to be starting a true story, Mommy Dearest by Christina Crawford. And I thought this would be an excellent book to read during Mother's Day weekend. Something that's true story. I grew up watching the movie, used to frighten me as a kid. And I just picked this up, I believe, from a library book sale. So excited to read Mommy Dearest, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Also, we're going to be doing a little bit of gardening in this video, Mother's Day weekend and all. So stay tuned. I do want to just show you my helpers here. They're so loyal. They're allowed on the furniture, but instead they just want to, whenever I'm reading in here, they just want to be right by my side, which is so sweet. They're good company now that my kids are grown up. And not always right here. Now I have the puppies. And I just literally started this, but it goes right into May 10th, 1977, dead Joan Crawford, New York City. So it just goes right into announcing her death, and then I'm sure it's going to go backwards in time. So. And also right away, they're talking about Kathy and Cindy, also Joan Crawford's daughters, and I only thought it was Christina and Christopher. So apparently Joan had 4 children, Kathy and Cindy, Christopher, and Christina. Okay, and like I thought, this starts May 10th, 1977 with Joan Crawford's death, and then chapter 2, it goes back to 1920s, Hollywood in the 1920s. It's what I'm assuming is going to go through her whole life. And actually, I did want to share some of these pictures because I've already looked at them and read them, but let's see if I could share them. This is a picture of Joan and Christina as a baby. There's quite a few pictures in here. And then some baby pictures of Joan. The reason I said some baby pictures of Joan, it says baby Joan, that's me already in satin ribbons lying on my monogram towel. So it was Christina's name, is her original name Joan? I don't know. But here's several pictures of Christina throughout her infancy. And let's see, the jacket's kind of a mess. What is this? Oh, just as she's growing up, more pictures of Christina. Typical day in my Hollywood childhood, posing for the cameras. Mommy making sure I did as my piano teacher instructed. A wonderful view of our backyard with the theater on the right and the pool house on the left. There's some more pictures. Even with my father to protect me, I was still quite shy with the clowns. I can relate to that. It looks like she's having a party with some clowns, with a clown there. This is with her brother Christopher when he was a baby. Some more pictures. Let me see if anything is sticking out, since I haven't read this yet. Newly adopted sisters in the nursery, Cindy and Kathy. It looks like they're the same age. Maybe they're twins. I don't know yet. So there's some more pictures. Rare photographs of my mother really laughing was taken while we were working together on a charity telethon in New York City. It is the last picture I have of the two of us. So there's that. So I'm going to keep reading on chapter 2, going back to the 1920s, and I'll keep you guys updated on what I think. And here's what we ended up getting. We got 2 big tomato plants and 4 little tomato plants, and we got 4 things of flowers. They were each 2 for actually 15. And then we got some bags of dirt. And so I'm really happy with this haul. And it all was like $128. So I feel like that was a good deal. The 2 bigger tomato plants were, I think, 15 or 20 a piece. So looking forward to getting some homegrown tomatoes to share with the family. Okay, here's the garden that we planted. Here's some lettuce we got and spinach. It's doing pretty good over here. Over that way we have to weed and everything. I'm about 50 pages in. I'm enjoying it. So far, the book's talked about Joan being married 3-4 times. I don't remember, but I know she's been married 4 times. And the incident with the meat, with Christina eating the meat that's really rare. And if you've ever seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And also, no wire hangers. That was in that part of the book. And we got some green onions and tomatoes. We've never made potatoes, so I'm hoping the kids and maybe some of our family will like the potatoes, since I just found out I can't eat many of them. Oh, talking about the adoption of Christina and Christopher, and then the twins, Cindy and Kathy. I don't know if they were true twins or what exactly. I'm not quite sure, but in the movie, I never even knew they existed. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. It's very fast-paced, and I'm loving it so far. So I also have the dogs out here somewhere. But yeah, look how good these potato plants are going. I don't know when they're ready, but look how good. So I'll keep you updated. We're gonna start cooking in a little while for the kids and us. And yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend, whatever you're gonna do, and do something amazing. Making some spicy potatoes. They're so good. And some barbecue chicken. Let's see. I just flipped some of it. Forgot to record, but barbecue chicken. We got the chicken and steaks and potatoes going to have a nice meal with our kiddos. So, still reading Mommy Dearest and loving it. I'm about halfway through. Spicy potatoes, steak, chicken, asparagus. Oh, look at that, it's fogging up the camera. And one itty bitty mushroom, but delicious. Okay, I'm about to pay a little over 100 pages. There's only like 280 some pages, and it's very fast paced. I don't want to put this book down. So far, some highlighted points that stuck out to me. I made a note, talked about at Christmas, they weren't allowed to keep all the Christmas gifts. Also, there's a lot of talk about Joan Crawford herself and how she did not have a very good relationship at all with her mother or her brother growing up into adulthood even. When Christina would make friends, she went to boarding school, but when she would make friends and have them come over, they were more interested in seeing how movie stars lived and everything. And so Christina talks about how she felt used by friends and didn't really know who was there for her as a close friend and who was there to see how people live in Hollywood. So, and I think I showed pictures earlier of pictures in the book. So there's quite a few pictures of birthday parties, growing up, her having her kids and everything. And we have Indy. Hi, Bug. He thinks he's going to get cookies. They're really wanting to film a lot when I bring out the camera. So, and Soph, we got film of her in the backyard, but Indy wasn't there at the time. So, okay, bye, Indy. He's done. He's done with me. So, I don't know if I'm going to read a little more tonight or save some tomorrow. I do want to watch the movie. And I thought, well, maybe I put the movie on as kind of ambiance while I'm reading the book, but I'm sure I'll be really distracted watching it. But anyway, I really want to get to the movie. But the book, there's a lot of parts that if you've ever seen the movie, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. The movie, if you've ever watched the movie, you pretty much have read the book. Except, again, I didn't know that there were 4 siblings. I thought there were only 2. So, still enjoying my time. And I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm pretty close to the end, but I'm at a nice stopping point. I do want to finish this book actually on Mother's Day. I'm going to leave a little bit for the morning. I did watch the movie, loved it as a kid also. Lots of parts from the movie are talked about in depth in the book, of course. It's just a lot. It is a pretty heavy book with the abuse that the kids suffer from. It's sad, very, very sad. I am enjoying this book so far. I've always wanted to read it. I don't know when this was, let's see, 1978. So this is an oldie but a goodie. A lot about the relationship with Christina and Joan, since she's the one that wrote it. Not a lot about Cindy and Kathy, but there's several stories about Christopher. I'm gathering she was closest with Christopher. And again, in the movie, I just thought it was those 2. I didn't know there were 4 siblings. So I'm going to leave just a tiny bit for tomorrow morning before we go and do some errands like the cemetery and seeing my mother-in-law, bring her something, and then getting together with our kids and everything. So excited for Mother's Day. I'm going to go to bed. I'm getting really tired, and I'll see you probably tomorrow morning because, like I said, we have a big day planned for tomorrow. So I'll give you what I think and everything tomorrow. So I'll get back with you. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope you do something fun to get today, whatever you want to do, but happy Mother's Day. I finished the book this morning like I wanted to. I feel bad giving it 5 stars considering what it's about, but it was very well written. I liked that it was from Christina's point of view. The ending was very, very sad. I'm not going to give anything away in case somebody wants to read it. It is an old story, but it's different than what is portrayed in the movie, so just a little different. But I will give it 5 stars. I enjoyed it. I knew when I found it at the library book sale that I wanted to do this for Mother's Day, and I'm so glad I did. I loved every minute of reading it, even though it was very, very sad, and I loved watching the movie last night. So my overall view is 5 stars, and I hope you all have a great day today. I hope you're being kind to yourself and be kind to one another. And until the next video, guys, have a great day. Happy Mother's Day.